What's up with you guys? It's your boy BHM9Early, and today I'll be teaching you how to get the Divinity. Before we start, make sure you have the xenophage for DPS and Riskrunner or the Lament for the ad clearing stages. All three of these guns will make your experience a lot smoother. Links will be in the description down below on how to get them, and if you need help, DM me on my socials. Links will be in the description. I already know. What I'm about to say is pretty dumb, but if at least one person has Divinity for the boss fights, that would make it a lot smoother. But that's why you guys are watching this video, to get the Divinity, so I don't know, man. Hopefully, when you guys use all 6 xenophages, it should work. Now back to the quest. In order to get the beginning of the quest, you have to get the Destiny 2 Shadowkeep expansion, or else nothing was gonna work. Now once you get the expansion, you have to go to the moon and fast travel to Sorrow's Harbor and follow my character to the Vex portal and kill all the Vex in the area. You don't have to kill the champion in the back to get the quest to spawn, so don't worry about him. Once you kill everything, then you'll get the Divine Fragmentation, which has you going around Nessus to interact with these oracles in certain lost sectors. To get to the first oracle, you have to fast travel to Artifact's Edge and enter the Array lost sector and interact with the oracle. Follow my character and he'll show you the way. Once you interact with the oracle, enemies will spawn around it, and once you kill them, interact with the oracle once again, and then you'll get your progression. Once you're done with the first oracle, follow my character to the next one. Do the same thing in this one that you did for the last one and you should get your progression. Once you're done, fast travel to the cistern and follow my character to the Conflux Lost sector to find the oracle. Rinse and repeat and you should be good. Once that's done, you should get the second part of the quest, which has you killing Vex on the moon until the bar fills up. You can go back to where you got the Divinity quest and farm it that way. Follow my character and he'll show you where to go. Once you kill all the Vex, follow my character to reset the area so the enemies can spawn again. After that is done, you'll get the third part of the quest, which has you going to the Boppet next to Eris Morn and purchasing the Empowered Decryption Core for 30 Phantasmal Fragments. You get these by killing nightmare enemies on the moon or in lost sectors all around the solar system, or you could buy it from the Boppet for 25 helium fragments, or you could do daily moon bounties to get them. I have a lost sector playlist with some of the lost sectors that have nightmares on them, so make sure you click the video and check to see whether nightmares are entered or not. Once you get the Empowered Decryption Core from the Boppet, then you'll get the last step, which has you completing the Garden of Salvation raid in a certain way. Once you get to the Garden of Salvation raid, follow my character to start the quest. Note that you won't be able to start the quest unless you have this right here. Alright, y'all, I'm finna stop this bitch right now and explain to y'all how if everyone leaves the lobby before getting the Divinity, y'all gotta restart the whole raid. Now, if you already know that, skip to this timestamp right here. And if you wanna know what I'm talking about more in depth, keep watching. I'm gonna stop the show right now. I need y'all to listen to me. If you get to a part of the raid that you can't do and everyone leaves the lobby, you have to restart the whole raid, even if you have the checkpoint. So make sure if y'all are going to take a break that at least one person is in the lobby the whole time. Now I can already feel the confusion. Here go a question someone finna ask. If you and your fire team get to a certain checkpoint and you leave and do it with some other people, will it work? And my answer is gonna be fuck no. Unless people in that lobby have done the same amount of puzzles or have done more puzzles than you have to be in the same lobby or same game that you did all the steps before you left. Here goes another question I know I'm finna get. If I start the raid with 5 people and those 5 people leave and I'm the only person in the game, can I invite 5 different people? And my answer would be yes. As long as one person in the lobby that has done the previous puzzles, you can kill the boss and you should be able to get the Divinity for you and your whole fire team. Now I know a lot of you guys are still confused and I don't know how to explain it any better, so I'm counting on you, yes you. If you could explain what I just said better than me, comment down do7/ and then say your explanation. And if you understood what that person typed, reply under that this right here, and the explanation with the most of these replies will get pinned by me, and that would be the one that you should look at if you're confused at what I just said. And if you still have a question about what I just said, type // and ask a question so I can know what part you're talking about. Cause y'all, yes y'all, love to type some tricky shit in my comments and expect me to know what the fuck y'all talking about. And the only thing I could do is reply. If you're on Xbox or PS4, I can walk you through it. And then other viewers got to try to explain to me what part of the video y'all need help on. But enough of that. From other videos, if you need help, please type the timestamp on the quest step you need help on. Back to the video. To start the quest, you should get this message, which means it works. And once again, you have to have this quest in order to start the quest for the lobby. Now for the next part, I advise you to split up in 2 teams, 3 based on the roster to get this part done. Now team 1, follow me. The first person on the roster stands here. The second person on the roster stands here. And the third person on the roster stands here. Now for team 2, the fourth person on the roster stands here. The fifth person on the roster stands here. And the sixth person on the roster stands here. Now person 1 on the roster, shoot the box right here and you should get a tether. And now the 6th person on the roster, you should be able to connect to this plus sign thing below you. You know you've done it once you see this message. Now once you're done, follow my character.
Let's go.
Now for this part, I don't have enough brain power to try to explain, so y'all gonna have to go get someone else's video so they can explain this part, but I do advise using the xenophage for this part. Now once you get to the chest, once again, break up into 2 teams of 3. Now the first 3 people on the roster follow me. The first person on the roster stands here. The second person on the roster stands here. and the third person on the roster stands here. Now for the next 3, follow me. The 6th person on the roster stands here. The 4th person on the roster stands here. The 5th person on the roster stands here. Now, number 1, shoot the box and it should connect you. You might have to move around a little bit. This goes for everybody, just to make sure that your tether gets to everybody and connects. Now, if you all jump off the map, not at the same time, but you could respawn at the top of the cave and run to the next part. But if you don't want to do that, follow my character to the next phase. If you want a secret chest, follow my character. Now that you've made it, follow my character to the next area. So for this one, you have to tether again. The first person on the roster stands here. The second person on the roster stands here. The third person on the roster stands here. The fourth person on the roster stands here. The fifth person on the roster stands here, and the sixth person on the roster stands here. Now this is kind of tricky because connecting 1 and 6 is going to be kind of hard. 1 has to jump on the branch right next to him without breaking it.
So sad.
And 3 moves here and 4 moves here. The objective is to shine all the diamonds. There are also going to be harpies that come as soon as you guys get tethered, so make sure you untether and shoot the harpies. Once you get done with the diamonds, follow my character. Once again, I'm not explaining this part, so y'all gotta go watch someone else's video, but this is where I recommend using the Riskrunner or the Lament for the ads that spawn. And when you get to the part where you have to fight the boss, it would be dope if one person has Divinity, then the other 5 people had xenophage, but if not, everybody just switch to xenophage. Now once you kill the boss, you have to once again tether. I suggest everyone stand in a line, and once number 6 gets to tether, move to number 1 so everyone can be connected. Now everybody has to move simultaneously towards this little block right here, and number 4 and 5 follow the numbers on the screen. And once again, the objective is to get the diamonds glowing by getting the tether in between them. Number 1 has to jump on top of the ledge. The hardest part is for 4, 5, and 6 because you have to wrap around the block looking thing carefully without breaking the tether. Once you've done that, then you'll get this message right here, and after you get the message, you have to line up again. Once that is done as a team, you have to jump through the washing machine thing right here. And once you make it, you have to untangle and put the tether between the diamonds until they glow, and you see this message right here. Now once you're done, follow my character to the next area. Once you get here, follow my character to this secret chest. Once you hit the chest, follow my character to the next puzzle. Before you go in, the 6th person on the roster, just stand right here. It makes life a whole lot easier. Now for the last tether, line up and move towards the 6th person. Once it connects to the plus sign thing, you should see this message. Now once you're done, go back to the box and do the last puzzle. Now for this one, everyone line up based on the roster and connect the tether to the plus sign thing. Now based on your spot on the roster, you have to go to that plate. First you have to line up like this, and then you'll see a pattern change, and just count each plate the line goes to from the box, and whatever number you are will be the place you need to go to. So for this run, I was number 3. So 3 spots from the box is right here, so I go here. Next time it changes, I count 3 again, then I go here. Each time you do this, the pattern will change, so make sure you count fast. And after a couple tries, you'll get it. Once you're done, you'll see this message, and once you see the message, follow my character to the boss room. Once you make it to the boss room, once again, you're gonna have to watch somebody else's video on how to kill the boss. And I really advise 5 people to have xenophage. And if you could find someone with Divinity, that would be really helpful. But if not, I really believe in you guys that you guys can do it with 6 xenophages. Once you have killed the boss, and now all you have to do is follow my character to get your Divinity. Now this video right here took hella long to edit and record, so I gotta at least like the video and subscribe. Now if you need help getting this gun, I'll help you, but first you need 4 other people. Second, everyone needs xenophage. Third, if we die 5 times while doing this, I'm leaving. Fourth, DM me on my socials because sometimes YouTube Studio doesn't want to work and I can't see you guys' comments as soon as you post them. Other than that, it's your boy BHM, and if you want to see more of me, follow me on Twitch. Good luck to everyone trying this, and I'll see you guys next upload.